This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Little John Orthodontic, Marshall Exteriors, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Ticino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partner Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Stever's Garage, The Omen Theater, Red's Place, Wilson Press, Connor's Diner, the Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings, the Downtown Deli, and FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome live inside the SPO Center in Waterloo, New York. Waterloo High School, site of tonight's Section 5 Class B1 quarterfinal matchup between the Geneva Panthers and the Waterloo Indians, a Finger Lakes East matchup. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jim Sinicropi, sitting next to Kevin Sharp. And Sharpie, this is the type of game we dream about during the regular season. Survive and advance. One team moves on to the semifinals. The other team, it's over.
Right, at all the sectional games that area teams are involved in, this has got to be the premier game because the two quality teams playing for a shot to get to the semifinals, the Final Four, if you will. Two teams that are very familiar with each other, so it should be a very interesting night of basketball.
Now, earlier today, if you were listening live on FingerLakes1.com, we were at another B1 quarterfinal in Newark where the Reds defeated Batavia 55-49 in a highly competitive game. Then we packed up, had a little lunch at Tom Walls, and headed out to Waterloo and ready to do the second half of our split doubleheader. Monday will be in Victor for the C1 semifinals. It featuring Marcus Whitman against Avon, followed by Gananda and CG Finney. And then Wednesday, they haven't announced the site. It looks like it might be Bloomfield for the B1 semifinals between Newark and the winner of Olympia and Hornell, and the winner of this game against the winner of Greece Odyssey and, drawing a blank here, Livonia. Livonia, the 8th seed. Right. So it's a great time of year, and team that wins tonight gets one win away from the Blue Cross Arena, which is everybody's goal, to get to the Blue Cross and then hopefully have a chance to bring home a sectional title. But no love lost between these two teams. The Finger Lakes East opponents played a couple of really tight games. Geneva won the first, lost the second on a desperation heave from Kyle Saluka. It's a shot his mom says that he's made 1,000,000 times in the backyard, though.
I'm sure they practice those a lot. I mean, basketball family, I'm sure they have a lot of competitiveness in the backyard too.
A few players out for Waterloo today due to suspension. We won't be seeing John Lawrence, we won't be seeing Ethan Hunt, and we won't be seeing Quani Lewis. Three guys that they've all started at some point. They're all contributors to this team, but Coach Pittifer has such a deep bench that we may not even miss them.
Right, he has had a practice this year of rotating a lot of players in. A lot of players get a lot of time. So it's probably better that he did that during the season, because now the guys that are asked to step up have been in the spotlight before.
So we are about 7 minutes, 30 seconds on the pregame clock. Tip is set for 7 o'clock, so we're right on pace. The crowd shuffling into this gymnasium in Waterloo, one of the bigger gyms in all the Wayne Finger Lakes. We have bleachers on both sides. We're our broadcast vantage point from midcourt, high above midcourt in the media loft, I guess you'd call it. To our right, we'll have some Waterloo fans. To our left will be the Geneva fans. Across from us will be the Waterloo students and some more Waterloo fans. And then across from the Geneva fans should be some Geneva students and mixed match. And this is the type of game that you get a lot of general interest fans as well.
Right, I see some people from Newark here. There's not many other games going on in the that involve Finger Lakes East teams. So if you like basketball in the Finger Lakes, this is the place to be tonight.
So for Waterloo, this is a program that's come off 3 consecutive losing seasons of 5-16, 4-16, and then 5-16 last year. This year, under head coach Mark Pittifer, they've turned it around. Now they come into the game at 13-7. They took 3rd place in the East with a 10-4 mark, and they haven't won a sectional title since 1972. That's the year I was born, 47 years ago. But they have a legitimate shot, and they need to win tonight, though, to make that happen.
They certainly do. They're as scary as any team that's in their bracket. I mean, I saw them play a couple times this year. When they're hitting that 3, they can beat anybody. I mean, it's going to be interesting tonight because it's a contrasting of styles. Geneva's going to like to slow it down a little bit and punch it inside, work inside out, where it's just the opposite for Waterloo. They're going to come down and really try to keep the pace of the game, make it a quickly paced game.
And for the Geneva Panthers, it was 2014 when they last won a sectional title, winning Class A2, defeating Batavia 63-30. That was the team with Stephen Dolgus, Akia Jackson, Terrell Johnson Jr. Before that, it was 1999 when they won the Class B sectional title. So some more somewhat recent success for Geneva on the sectional level. But this Geneva team as well with a legitimate shot to make a run in Class B1.
I think so. I mean, they played in a pretty competitive league this year in the Finger Lakes East, but just like Waterloo did. And I've said all year I like their pieces. I like the players that they have. They've got a good inside presence with Hudson and Patchett. They've got Reed, who traditionally comes off the bench, who's one of the superior athletes in all the Finger Lakes. And they've got
I got to interrupt you there. Yep. Dante Reed not playing. Well, I see him down there, though. I heard that he might not be playing due to injury, but he is on the court right now.
Okay.
So let's hope he does play.
I love watching him play. Yeah. I hope that for Geneva's sake that he is able to play tonight because he definitely adds something to their team. And then they got the 4 or 5 junior guards that they can all rotate in, with Liam Ryan and Nick Askin and Jager Kerr. Just a very solid team. And then can't forget about Christian Tapscott, right?
Loves playing on FingerLakes1.com.
He certainly does.
He's had good games both times we saw the Panthers in 2019. The Panthers come in at 11-9, 8-6 overall. Losers of 1 straight, but they have lost 4 of their last 5. Including losses at Penn Yan, a loss to this Waterloo team, that buzzer beater we told you about. They did beat Minders, but lost to Newark and Wayne as well. So not necessarily terrible losses, but not quite the momentum that Coach Miller was hoping to have coming into sectionals.
Right.
We have players and captains and referees at midcourt right now. Waterloo coached, as I mentioned, by Mark Pittifer, first-year head coach, bringing a lot of excitement to Waterloo. And longtime coach for Geneva, Brian Miller, maybe stepping down after this year. He's actually made it known that this will be his last year with the boys. I don't know if he's going to coach the girls or take some time off. I know as an interim athletic director at Hobart William Smith Colleges, he's been really busy in that regard. But if Geneva should lose tonight, that might be the last game for Coach Miller on the bench.
Well, I mean, I've always respected Coach Miller. I like the way he game plans to try to take people's strengths away from them. I think this year he's got that crew that can do that. But yeah, if it does happen to be his last year, I mean, I wish him nothing but most of success. And he's, I'm sure with the new job that he's got there, the new responsibilities, that there's a lot on his plate over there.
Yeah, I bet. And of course, Hobart playing for the Liberty League title, I think, tonight or tomorrow as well. So some success on the hardwood there for the Statesmen. Big windstorm coming tomorrow. Could see some damage on your home. Want to remind you that Marshall's Exteriors is your one-stop source for all your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallexteriorsny.com. Keep that website handy. You might need to give them a call on Monday morning. But I'd like to hear your Marshall's Exteriors keys to the game here.
Well, I kind of alluded to it before. I think the contrast in the styles, I think it's going to come down to who can dictate the pace of the game. Waterloo's going to want to push the ball up the court, get the score in the 70s, where I think Geneva's just the opposite. They want to slow it down, and I think they want to keep the game in the 50s. So I think it's going to just depend on who can enforce their style on the other team.
Their first meeting on January 4th was won by Geneva 56-48, and then they met again just a couple weeks ago on February 5th. Again, that was a 55-54 win. after Waterloo erased a 5-point deficit with just 9 seconds left to go. A pair of Kyle Saluka three-pointers late, including the buzzer beater, and just shocked the gymnasium in Geneva. The new Panthers, the Panthers Den have been calling it. Brand new gymnasium, beautiful.
What a shot.
So if you're familiar with the gymnasium here, it is orange trim around the entire court, orange in the foul lines. All the lining is black, Waterloo on either baselines, and black block lettering. And it's been a source of some controversy. This is such a big gymnasium. There's a whole second gym beyond the basketball court that they just this year started closing, cutting it off in half, making it louder in here. But tonight it's wide open.
I was hoping to see it closed. I've seen it on your telecast before, but I've never been in the gym when that's been fully closed. I was hoping to be closed tonight.
Well, wide open. Pretty warm in here too, boy.
Yeah.
And you know, I expected a big crowd, and it is a big crowd. We're not quite at capacity. Have seen this gym pretty close to capacity when Minders came to town back in December for a boys-girls doubleheader. When Newark came to Waterloo towards the end of the season, matter of fact, it may have been the last regular season home game on senior night for Waterloo. It was pretty full. Not quite filled to that capacity yet, but still a pretty big crowd. There's got to be 300-400 people here.
The tip-off's still almost 10 minutes away, so hopefully they'll get a few more people in here.
I want to remind you that this special presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes postseason high school basketball is brought to you by Marquise Exhibits, your nationwide custom rental trade show booth solution provider. Marquee Exhibits handles all of your trade show and special event needs, including booth design, custom build, custom rental, graphic design, setup, teardown, shipping, and logistics. With offices in Las Vegas, Chicago, Washington, D.C., and New York, Marquee Exhibits is everywhere you need to be to coordinate your next trade show or special event. Visit www.marqueexhibits.com or call Joe Helgado today at 585-370-6649 for a no-cost, no-obligation trade show review today, and leave your mark. So we're hearing some initial announcements from the PA announcer, encouraging the crowd to be positive in their support of their teams. And we should be getting ready for the national anthem. And we are going to step aside for 60 seconds. And when we come back, it'll be time for Tip here in Waterloo and Geneva. Coming up next.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rob Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cram-tastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And welcome back, everybody. An outstanding live rendition of the national anthem. I believe that's a Spanish teacher from Geneva High School. I've heard her sing it before. Just absolutely fantastic.
Amazing.
Apologize that we
Absolutely
don't
amazing.
have that woman's name, but really, really good anthem. We've heard a lot of good ones lately here on FingerLakes1.com. So we're getting ready for starting lineups. And then the opening tip of tonight's ball game for Geneva, it will be Akeem Hudson, Liam Ryan. Hudson a senior, Ryan a junior. Another junior guard forward, Jagger Kerr. Junior guard, Parker Bassard. And senior forward, Reed Patchett. For Waterloo, it will be Derek Saluka, the allfingerlakes1.com Wayne Finger Lakes first teamer. Senior guard at 6'3". Julian Ruiz will man the point for a lot of the game. He's a 6-foot junior. Kyle Saluka, that's Derek's younger brother, a sophomore guard at 6'1". Joel Kraft, 6'3", junior center. And Mike Hubbard, another junior at 6'2". Of course, Waterloo coached by Mark Pittifer. Geneva coached by Brian Miller. And you know, just looking at that as we announce the starters for Waterloo, they're going to lose Derek Saluka at the end of the season, but they're going to bring back a great team next year.
Sure, I noticed that earlier this year. Derek is a fantastic player, one of my favorite players to watch in all the Finger Lakes, but the cupboard definitely won't be bare after he leaves.
And so the players being announced, Waterloo today wearing their home whites with orange lettering, black trim. Geneva in their visiting red uniforms is a higher seed with black lettering, Geneva across the front, white trim. And earlier today, if you were listening, you heard the Newark Reds, the 2 seed in Class B1, advancing to the semifinals, defeating Batavia 55-49, behind 18 points from Mason Vandermortel and 15 from Jaden Peters. Kyle Martinez with a huge late three-pointer from the corner in Newark. And going on concurrently with this game, we have an A2 quarterfinal game between number 5 Monroe and number 4 Wayne. And we also have the Penyan boys in action right now, tipping off at 7. They're hosting the 5th seed Attica in Class B2. And we, speaking of A2, Wilson up over North Star Christian 41-37. And, you know, we've been thinking about maybe a Wayne North Star matchup all year, but
Loaded bracket, as
yeah.
you said. I mean, East is in that, leadership.
So here we go. Players on the court now. Your referees for tonight's ball game, Pete Sapienza, Jimmy Wilson, and Brett Harrison. It's Harrison with the ball in his hand at midcourt. It's Reed Patchett and Derek Saluka ready to tip this thing off. Ball is not quite in the air, as Harrison had a word for Kerr, and now it's in the air, tipped by Saluka to Kraft, and Waterloo controls. Moving from our right to left is Julian Ruiz, guarded man-to-man by Liam Ryan. And Ruiz picks up his dribble and finds Derek Saluka, who probes the baseline, and it goes off his leg and out of bounds, and it'll be Geneva basketball.
Geneva started out man-to-man. I thought they might try to do an adjunct defense on Saluka, but he must be very comfortable with that man-to-man defense.
Now Waterloo comes back with three-quarter court pressure, and Geneva turns it over. Nope, almost turned it over, but Liam Ryan tracks it down and gets it back to his backcourt mate, Bossard. And now it's Kerr finding Ryan at the top of the key, guarded by Julian Ruiz. Man-to-man defense for the Indians inside to Akeem Hudson. He spins and gets the right-handed layup to go. 2-0 Geneva early.
Nice move finding Hudson inside. We talked about it earlier. Inside out is how I think Geneva's going to work it tonight.
So now Ruiz to the right side to Hubbard. Gets it back, top of the key. Looks over the defense. Finds Kyle Saluka now right foul line extended on the far side. He's guarded by Parker Bassard. He looks to take Bassard. He gets by him, pulls up on the baseline, and when Brett Harrison blew his whistle, Bassard might have fouled him before the shot.
Yep.
And that is the call. So now it will be Waterloo inbounding underneath their basket with a fresh shot clock. They trail 2-0. Glad you could be with us. I'm Jim Sinicropi alongside Kevin Sharp for FingerLakes1.com. Jeremy Hunt on camera will be re-streaming this game live with full video tomorrow at noon. And we have a 5-second call on the inbound.
It was excellent defense. They stayed man-to-man. A lot of teams will go zone out of underneath the other team's basket. They stayed man-to-man and forced a turnover.
So now Geneva back at it again against that Waterloo pressure, and Bassard drives by 2 Indians, kicks it back out to Ryan. 3-pointer, top of the key, in and out. Patchett battles for the rebound with Kraft. It's down to Ruiz, now up ahead to Saluka, and Liam Ryan from behind stripped him as he went up from the layup. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Waterloo.
Fantastic play by Ryan. Two really hustle plays. Earlier in the game, thought the ball was going to be turned over. He chased it down the sidelines, and he prevented an easy 2 points from Ruiz.
Saluka now inbounds to his brother Kyle, who now takes it back to the top of the key and finds Julian Ruiz. And Ruiz, working against Ryan, picks up his dribble now to the corner to Kraft. Baseline by Hudson, reverse layup, but Reed Patchett was waiting for him. I thought Kraft may have had a normal layup. Instead he went under where he was contested by Patchett, picked up the foul on the big man.
Right. I actually like Geneva's game plan tonight. I think that to beat Waterloo, keep them off the 3-point line. So play man-to-man, get up in their face, make them put the ball on the floor.
And Kraft converts on the first free throw, so Waterloo's now on the board. They'll try to tie it up with the second with 6:23 to go here, first period. Eyes the rim, let's fly, and too hard off the back iron. Bassard with the rebound, and he takes it across the midcourt stripe and finds Jagger Kerr, who drives baseline, working against Hubbard. His shot no good, rebounded by Kyle Saluka. Here comes Saluka. Flips it to Ruiz, now out to Hubbard for 3, no. And Hakeem Hudson comes down with a rebound. Good job keeping his pivot foot. Now Liam Ryan way up ahead to Reed Patchett, can't handle it but saves it into the hands of Jagger Kerr. And now Kerr guarded by Kyle Saluka. Both teams playing really tough man-to-man right now out the gate. Now Hudson controls top of the key, finds Liam Ryan on the left wing, picks up his dribble and finds Patchett. Patchett drives right side, stops, and he is fouled by Derek Saluka. And don't think it was a shooting foul. Nope, he's going to be inbounding.
Those are 2 big fouls early. The foul on Patchett, especially if Reed can't play, because it's going to give them less depth at the front court, and then Waterloo cannot afford to lose Saluka.
Inbound to Kerr in front of the Waterloo bench, guarded by Hubbard. Kicks it out top to Liam Ryan. Ruiz gives him some space, and now they swing it over to Patchett, who finds Hakeem Hudson top of the key. Quick reversal of Jagger Kerr. Patchett wanted on the block. Instead it goes to Bassard. Pump fake by Waterloo defenders, but into a sea of 3 Waterloo defenders. It's blocked, and quickly the other way comes Waterloo, but now they turn it over. Here comes Liam Ryan. 3-on-2 Geneva. Ryan to the basket. A little floater, no good. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it out. Bassard open for 3. No. And now Ryan battles with Ruiz, comes out with a basketball between 2 Waterloo Indians, and Ruiz fouled him, and Liam Ryan.
The hustle plays.
Super active. So that'll be the first foul on Julian Ruiz. And with 4:51 here in the first period, it's 2-1 Geneva. And Liam Ryan now looking for a pick from Hudson, top of the key, kicks it over to Kerr. Kerr with the right hand. Tries to get it to Hudson on the block. Instead finds Patchett, who reverses it to Ryan now on the near side, and he throws it away. Derek Saluka has it. Saluka with the left hand, going straight to the basket. Over Hudson. Can't get it to go, but a blocking foul on Hakeem Hudson, and Derek Saluka will head to the free throw line.
I think they got the set they're looking for. They had a mismatch. Patchett was on a smaller guy was on Patchett, and Ryan just didn't get the ball to him.
So Derek Saluka set to shoot free throws on our left side of the court. That's the court with the side of the court is Saluka misses the first with no background. It's a good another 80, 90 feet till you get to the wall behind that basket. And Saluka spins. Let's go and hits. So we're tied up at 2. Waterloo still looking for their first field goal. 4:27 to go here in the first period. Winner moves on to the semifinals on Wednesday night. Loser, that's the end of their season. So they break the pressure again, and it's Parker Bassard with the ball, finds Reed Patchett. Right side foul line extended. And now Ryan controls top of the key. Sets up with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it to Bassard. Working off a pick from Patchett. Patchett rolls. He missed him. So they swing it to Jagger Kerr. Kerr tries to drive baseline. He's met by Hubbard, but he dumps it to Hudson. One dribble, left-handed layup. Good as the shot clock expires.
Geneva's breaking that three-quarters court press, but it's taking them 10 seconds to do it. Waterloo's doing a great job of making them really use that shot clock.
And a great job by Geneva staying patient and getting that open layup as the shot clock expired. Now Waterloo gets back to work. It's Kyle Saluka kicking it out to Ruiz, open for three, top of the key, yes! And Waterloo takes their first lead. It's 5-4. So Ryan and Parker Bassard playing catch. Bassard dribbles through a double team, and he's fouled. That's going to be 2 on Derek Saluka. That's a worst-case scenario for Coach Pittifer. And that was a situation where they had a great trap, and Bassard tried to split him, and Saluka just reached in and picked up his second foul.
I think what I try to do here is he's still guarding Patchett. I would try to get the ball inside to Reed.
Yeah, Pittifer staying with Saluka, who's backed way off of Reed Patchett now on defense, and now they find a Kim Hudson on the baseline. He drives baseline against Kraft. Pump fake goes up.
No way.
Wow, Circus shot, lost it on the way up, but when it came down, it went right through the cylinder. 6 points for Hudson. He's been playing great as of late. And now Waterloo back to work, down 1. Ruiz over to Kraft. 18-foot baseline jumper's no good. Rebounded by Hudson. Outlet pass to Kerr. Here comes Jagger Kerr. Right at Saluka, and he traveled. And good job by Derek Saluka backing off.
He did back off. There was a little contact there. But he did back off.
Kerr went right at him, and now Coach Pittifer is taking out Saluka, giving him a rest with those 2 fouls. Wasn't too happy about coming out, but with 2:37 to go in the first period, that might be the last we see of Derek Saluka for at least this first quarter. Right. So Ruiz now driving, and with the right hand, missing the shot. Rebounded by Hudson, handed off to Liam Ryan. Way up ahead to Christian Tapscott. Can't make the left-handed layup. He was bothered by Kyle Saluka. Joel Kraft rebounds it, outlets it to Kyle Saluka, who almost lost it, got it back, and gets it to the corner to Dylan McCann, who checked in for Saluka. And now Ruiz finds Kraft, foul line jumper, off the backboard and in. Don't know if he called bank, but he'll take the 2 points. That's 3 points for Kraft. Waterloo back on top, 7-6, 1:56 to go. Ryan now throws it over to Nick Askin into the ball game. Dante Reed getting set to check in at the scorer's table, probably for Hudson. Nick Askin now to Liam Ryan at the top of the key, who lost it into Hudson. He grabs it. Hudson goes up strong, can't make it. Kyle Saluka up for the rebound. Here comes Waterloo. They got a 3-on-3 situation. Leaves it off for Hubbard. 3 ball on the way. Mark it down.
But when they're shooting that 3, they're awfully tough to beat.
10-6, Indians lead. Biggest lead of the game. 1:18 to go. First period. Liam Ryan hands off to Christian Tapscott. Tapscott finds Askin in the corner. He lets a 3-ball go. Rattles it home. Quick release from Nick Askin.
Great half-court set there. Ran off a double screen. Ball in the corner. Never hesitated.
First Panther to score outside of Kim Hudson today. It's 10-9. Indians lead. Kyle Saluka looks over the offense. Spins and turns. A really tough fadeaway shot from the foul line. Missed it, but Mike Hubbard tracks down the long rebound. And now Julian Ruiz will try another 3. In and out. Rebounded by Hudson. Outlet to Liam Ryan. Panthers look to run. Ryan into the lane. Ryan up at the basket. And we got a jump ball. Yep.
Stays with Geneva.
Kind of drove into traffic. Not much there. And got tangled up. It'll still be Geneva ball as Dante Reed and Kaya Pereira check in for Liam Ryan and Akeem Hudson. Here comes Devontae Johnson as well for Reed Patchett. And Nick Champion into the game for Waterloo. He hit 7 3-pointers against Minders in this gymnasium back in December. And so Pereira inbounds underneath his own basket with 36 seconds to go in the period, and they got a 5-second call.
That's 2 5-second calls we've seen tonight.
One for each team, right?
One for each team. It's been a while since I've seen one, let alone 2 in the same game.
10-9. Indians lead by 1. With 36 seconds to go, the shot clock is, for all intents and purposes, off. There's about a 1-second differential. Hubbard hands it to Ruiz, who drives right side and goes straight to the basket and misses. So I guess they weren't going to hold for one there. Here comes Kaya Pereira the other way for Geneva. Ruiz reaches behind him. Actually, gave Pereira a clear path to the basket. He picked up the ball back up and laid it in with the right hand. So Geneva back on top 11-10. 10 seconds to go. Ruiz between the legs, but he's 40 feet from the basket here with 5 seconds. He gives it to Kyle Saluka. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Saluka rises and misses the three-pointer. And after one period of play here in the Class B1 semifinal, your score, Geneva 11, Waterloo 10. Second quarter action coming up next on FingerLakes1.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cram-tastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And now Waterloo opens up the second quarter with a Joel Kraft baseline jumper. He missed. And Nick Champion with a rebound, put back, blocked out of bounds by Dante Reed. So it'll be Waterloo basketball with a fresh shot clock. 7:43 gone here. Second quarter. Champion gets the inbounds on the wing, finds Kyle Saluka. Derek Saluka still on the bench with those 2 fouls. As Saluka went to drive and he was fouled. Looks like they're going to get Nick Askin. Yep.
Foul on the Panthers, number 2, Nick Askin.
One thing I like to see teams do more of is force players to use their weak hand. Everybody's using their strong hand and go to the basket. If you sit on his right hand, make him do something he's not comfortable doing. But he turned back to his right.
Yep, and he pulls up from the baseline, misses, and it's rebounded by Devontae Johnson. It's Pereira, Johnson, Reed, Askin, and Tapscott for Geneva. So 5 subs, no starters in the game for Geneva right now. Pereira kicks to the corner to Johnson. He's guarded by Hubbard. Tried to dump it back in there to Reed. It's picked off by Joel Kraft. And here comes Julian Ruiz down the middle of the court, going right to the basket. Leaves it for Champion. Corner 3 on the way. No. But rebounded by Kraft, puts it right back up. Didn't use the backboard, missed it. Rebounded by Devontae Johnson. Waterloo has Ruiz, Sluka, Champion, Hubbard, and Kraft in the ball game right now. And they just had Jared Charlotte up to check in. Also for Geneva, Reed Patchett about to check back into the game as a missed baseline jumper by Geneva is rebounded by Waterloo. So Sluka into the paint, leaves it for Kraft, kicks it out to Hubbard. Hubbard with the right hand drives, tries a shot, he misses. Tapscott rips it down, gets it to Pereira. Geneva's got numbers if they hurry. Pereira leaves it for Johnson. Back to Tapscott, top of the key, pump fake and a drive, and we got a foul.
It's a good call.
On Nick Champion.
Number 14, Nick Champion. That's his first foul.
So, as we suspected, not a ton of offense, but pretty much not great shooting, you know.
No, there's been definitely some open shots. You know, teams have missed a couple easy shots early. I'm sure nerves are playing into it. Hopefully, get on a roll here.
Askin tried a 3 from right in front of the Waterloo bench and missed it, and that was rebounded by Hubbard. Talking to Brian Miller at the halftime of the Newark game, he was worried about, slow start, big game, and now Nick Champion just threw it right into the hands of Dante Reed, so Geneva takes over again. Kaya Pereira has it, finds Patchett on the block. Patchett turns, right-handed hook shot, rattles it home for his first bucket of the game. 13-10 Panthers lead with 5:50 to go.
It was nice seeing Patchett finish that one there.
And now Liam Ryan up off the Geneva bench set to check in next whistle. And Kyle Saluka lets a 3-ball go. That's no good. Jagger Kerr with a rebound, and Kaya Pereira coming the other way right down the middle of the court. Got it tapped away to Patchett, who took it baseline, and he's fouled. Strong take. Strong take by Patchett, and the foul goes to Hubbard. So just the first foul on Mike Hubbard.
Geneva's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Patchett will shoot 2. First shot on the way, no good. Want a great meal while pinching a penny? Come to Penny's Place Restaurant in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. One of the many great sponsors that help us bring you this live coverage of Section 5 postseason basketball. And second shot from Patchett. Knocks it down. So 3 points for Patchett. 4-point lead for Geneva. It's 14-10 with 5:30 to go. Here comes Julian Ruiz across the timeline. Passes it to Hubbard, now into the corner to Champion. Champion up top to Ruiz. And Coach Pittifer wants a timeout. Looks like it's going to be a 30.
Yep.
So.
And if they can keep this score somewhat close, keep it within 6 or 8 points with Saluka on the bench, they'll be in very, very good position.
Finger Lakes Partners Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Locations in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Get a free quote online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. And the Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Check out their menu at sfdowntowndeli.com. We have some winners from today. Newark, of course, over Batavia 55-49. On the girls' side, Gananda, Canisteo Greenwood defeated Whitman. Gananda defeated Warsaw. East Rochester a winner. Red Jacket girls a winner over Byron Burgeon. And Clyde Savannah saw their season end against Oakfield, Alabama. So Champion now to inbound in the space between the scorers table and the Geneva bench. And we got an update from the Minders Class B2 quarterfinal against Leroy in Leroy. The Blue Devils lead 15-5 after 1.
Nice.
And now Ruiz with a strong take and finish with the right hand. He has 5, and it's 14-2 Geneva.
That was a great take that time and finish.
Geneva works it around the outside. Patchett with it now up top to Jagger Kerr. Now skips it over to Bossard. Starting lineup in for the Panthers except for Dante Reed's in for Hudson. And Bossard went for a 3-pointer and caught air out of bounds to Waterloo. Now Hudson checks in for Reed, and so now Geneva does have starters in. Derek Sluka remains on the bench with those 2 fouls here. 4:38 to go.
I thought he was calling a timeout. He's asking if a ball was tipped.
Yeah, Coach Miller now talking with referee Jimmy Wilson. And they have things sorted out. It'll be Charlotte inbounding to Ruiz. And Liam Ryan set to meet Ruiz at midcourt as he takes it across the timeline with 4:32 to go and a 2-point Geneva lead. Ruiz still dribbling top of the key. Now kicks it to the right wing to Charlotte, and he traveled badly.
Yep, absolutely.
Right in front of referee Brett Harrison. And now you're seeing guys like Charlotte and, McCann and also Toby Laux into the game now for Waterloo, getting a few more minutes with those suspensions for Waterloo. They dump it down low to Jagger Kerr, who was wide open, missed the shot, but he's fouled by Toby Laux. Got to put that one home. Could have been a 3-point play.
Yeah, just miscommunication on Waterloo's part there. I mean, he was wide open. I don't know if it's subbing in and out. They didn't communicate who was guarding who, but.
So now Kerr makes the first free throw. Extends that lead to 3 points as Kyle Sluka checks in for Mike Hubbard. Kerr's first point of the game. He'll try to get another one here with 4:12 to go in the second quarter. Misses, and good job by Kyle Sluka securing that rebound.
Very strong rebound.
Now Sluka kicks to the corner to Laux, who tries a 3. That's way off mark and out of bounds. back to Geneva. Yeah, Coach Pettiford plays, sometimes 12 or 13 kids in a game. It's crazy. And now Patchett with it. Near side foul line extended to Hakeem Hudson, top of the key. And now it's Ryan giving it back to Hudson on the give and go. And Hudson finishes with the right hand. 8 points for Hakeem Hudson.
Geneva runs some great half-court sets against the man-to-man. Waterloo might want to try switching things up a little bit just to get them out of their patterns.
17-12. The visiting Panthers lead as Ruiz finds Kyle Saluka, who dribbles on the right side with the right hand, tries to get to the hoop, and he's fouled on the ground before the shot. Looks like they're going to get Parker Bassard. So that's his second. Yep. So 2 fouls on Parker Bassard.
Foul on number 12, Parker Bassard. That's his second foul.
As Dylan McCann, the 6-foot junior guard, checks back into the ball game for Jared Charlotte, who takes his time walking off the court. And now Kraft will inbound underneath his own basket with Waterloo girls head coach Mike Bree looking on down in that corner of the gymnasium. His Lady Indians advanced to the semifinals with a win over Minders on Friday night. You can watch the video replay of that game at 8 a.m. tomorrow if you want to set your alarm. And then at 10 a.m. will be the video replay of the Newark Batavia game as we have a turnover. Here comes Leon Ryan down the middle of the court, but he slips and falls and loses it. Now Waterloo coming back the other way. It's Julian Ruiz behind the back, and that goes off his foot. They're going to say it was off the Geneva player's foot, I think. I think they're going to call a kick on Geneva.
I never heard a whistle.
I heard from that side of the court, I think I heard a faint, wasn't very confident whistle, I don't think. So Laux inbounds to Ruiz, who finds Kyle Saluka. With 2:55 to go in the half, 17-12, Geneva leads. Saluka working against Ryan, drives again on the right side. Gets it into the corner for 3 for Dylan McCann, who knocks it down, and it's a 2-point game now with 2:41 to go. Liam Ryan up to Patchett. He was unguarded, but he didn't turn and go to the basket. He just kicked it back out to Ryan. Now it's Jagger Kerr trying a corner 3, and he answers. 4 points for Kerr. Lead back up to 5. Ruiz now played the entire first half. Gets it down to Joe Kraft on the baseline. He has it swatted away by Ryan, but it's into the hands of Toby Laux, and Toby Laux warded off with the left hand on the drive. And we have Mike Hubbard checking in. It looks like Laux is going to take a seat.
That was an excellent call by Harrison there.
2 fouls on Laux. And with 2:11 to go, Panthers lead by 5 with the basketball. Liam Ryan to Patchett, back to Ryan, top of the key. Over the far side foul line extended to Kerr, inside to Hudson. Hudson spins and finishes over the front of the rim with the right hand, and Hakeem Hudson is getting it done tonight in Waterloo. He has 10. And now Saluka again drives with the right hand and really had nowhere to go, but they called a foul. Every time Kyle Saluka drives, it's on that right side.
It's always the right side. Sit on his right hand, make him go left. He's going to be an excellent player, but right now he likes using that right hand.
And they tagged Parker Bassard with the foul, and that is his 3rd foul. As Kyle Saluka heads to the free throw line with his team down 7, and he misses the first free throw. And Derek Saluka now checking back into the game with those 2 fouls with 1:47 to go in the half. And Joel Kraft will take a seat. Bassard out for Waterloo. Nick Askin back in.
I really believe that if they'd have kept the score around 4 points or so, he wouldn't have been back in this game in this half.
And Saluka knocks down 1 of 2 free throws. That's Kyle's first points of the game. It's a 6-point lead for Geneva. They have the basketball with 1:42 to go. And Liam Ryan gets things going with a pass to Jagger Kerr, who finds it inside to Hudson again. Hudson off the glass. Bucket good in the foul. They're going to flag Kyle Saluka, and Hudson has been too much to handle inside for the Indians tonight.
They got Ruiz on that foul.
So that's 2 fouls now on Julian Ruiz. He joins Derek Saluka with 2 fouls. and Toby Laux with 2 fouls. For Geneva, Parker Bossard with 3. And Hudson with a chance to give Geneva a 9-point lead. They currently lead by 8. That's their biggest lead of the game with 1:35 to go. And he does, knocks down the free throw. Great shooting touch for the big guy. He seems like his right hand's bothering him a little bit. He's going to take a seat. Dante Reed checks back in. 1:35 to go. Panthers by 9. Waterloo basketball, and it's Derek Sluka for the first time in some time with the basketball back into the ball game. Pulls up from the free throw line. Left-handed jumper is no good. Rebounded by Dante Reed. Liam Ryan now up ahead of the pack. It's Jagger Kerr. Lays it up with the left hand, and it's good. 6 points for Jagger Kerr. 27-16, 1:12 to go.
Waterloo's got to win this last minute.
Ruiz now kicks it back out to Kyle Sluka. And Sluka looks to drive. He's guarded by Nick Askin. This time he drives with the left hand, pulls up from the foul line and misses. Rebounded by Jagger Kerr. Out to Liam Ryan. 55 seconds to go in the half. Ryan on the left side to the hole. Misses the layup. But rebounded by Dante Reed. He misses the putback. Dylan McCann kicks it up to Reese, who then kicks it up to Sluka. Right-handed layup's good. Big turn of events. Liam Ryan missed at the rim, Reed missed at the rim, and then a run out the other way for Waterloo. The lead's back to 9 now. 31 seconds to go, 27 on the shot clock. So I'm sure that Coach Miller wants to see them take this down.
Right.
As Liam Ryan hanging out near the midcourt stripe, unguarded, 18 seconds to go. And now Ruiz comes out, and Geneva gets to work with 12 seconds. Jagger Kerr, top of the key, kicks it over to Askin. He tries a 3-ball. No. Rebounded by Ruiz. Here comes Waterloo with 5 seconds left. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Ruiz straight to the basket. A little floater. No good, but the putback by Mike Hubbard is off the glass and in as the time expires. A little mini run by Waterloo to get it back to 7 points.
They won that by 4 minutes. By 4 points that last minute. That was huge.
A big run by Waterloo to kind of get some momentum heading into the halftime locker room. When we come back, the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report. Hope to have some scores from around Section 5. At the half-year score, Geneva 27, Waterloo 20. It's postseason basketball on FingerLakes1.com.
Check out Generations Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts with MyGen Perks. Visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Little John Orthodontics are proud to support our area high school athletes. Visit them online at littlejohnortho.com.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Marshall Exteriors. Are you looking for a contractor to give you a new roof, siding, windows, or other exterior home project? Marshall Exteriors is your one-stop source for all of your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallsexteriorsny.com, but don't forget they finish basements too. While you're talking with them, ask about their new Everlast Garage. This thing is amazing. It's a Wonderful Run 5K. It's a winter run like no other through the streets of Seneca Falls, the town that inspired Frank Capra's holiday classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Learn more and register at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations at 22 Main Street in Waterloo, 40 Exchange Street in Geneva, and Del Lago Resort and Casino. Dine in, take out, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Brad Van Dunen Photography is a full-service photographer serving the Finger Lakes region, offering family, senior, and wedding portraits, also specializing in sports photos, collages, banners, and other keepsakes for your student-athlete. For more information, find Brad on Facebook or visit bradvanduzenphotography.com or visit bvdsports.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salads, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. The Omen Theater in Lyons, the most modern theater in the Finger Lakes, is also the oldest theater in the U.S. See what's playing at omentheater.com. Red's Place in downtown Seneca Falls, locally owned for 42 years and serving great lunches Monday through Friday from 11:30 to 2 p.m. Wednesday night is wing night with 60-cent wings in 10 different varieties. For over 65 years, the Wilson Press and Mail House has been serving Central New York as commercial printers with a full-service mail house specializing in offset and digital printing, graphic design services, full mail house services, marketing and advertising plans, and fundraising programs. Call them today at 315-568-9693 or visit them online at wpress.com. Connie's Diner on Main Street in Waterloo has the ambiance you will only find in a true diner. Let the Cardozola family serve your next breakfast, lunch, or dinner from their vast menu of time-tested favorites and original recipes. Visit them online at connieswaterloo.com. The Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings of the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. Your major league connection with 7 players drafted last season. The Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Giant deli sandwiches, subs, daily lunch specials, and homemade soups, chili, and mac and cheese that will warm up even the coldest winter day. Also, try their famous paninis or star sandwiches. Check them out online at sfdowntowndeli.com.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our trucking deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
All right, we are back for the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report. Once again, your score at halftime: Geneva 27, Waterloo 20, and we have hooked up with FL1 Sports Mike Alessio, who's in Leroy, where the Blue Devils lead Leroy in the Class B2 quarterfinals 23-10. And Mike, tell us a little bit about what's going down there in the first half for the Blue Devils.
Really came out with a strong man-to-man defense. It really has Leroy discombobulated. Leroy didn't score their first basket, although they hit a foul shot early until about a minute left in the first quarter. First quarter score was 15-5, and again they didn't score again until in the second quarter, until about 3 minutes left, and went on a little 5-0 run. It was 23-5. And Miners didn't score the last 3 minutes, so we're 23-10. But Miners hit a couple nice threes. Darren Miller playing consistent, had a real nice pickpocket dunk in the second quarter that really got the Miners fans going. So I don't know, if Miners can come out strong and slam the door in the second half, I think we might see Leroy shut down. They're just having difficulty getting anything off at all. Nobody's in foul trouble, so we'll see.
Well, Mike, hopefully you can keep the score updates coming to us in the second half. Thanks for the update. And who's scoring the points for Miners? Mostly Miller?
Yeah, Miller's got a lot inside, and Griffin Heron hit 2 threes there, so he's got 6. Michael Bogart came in off the bench and hit a couple nice jumpers. One was I don't think it was a 3. It was close to the game of 2, so he hit some back-to-back shots. They did go a little cold at the end. But they're up 23-10, so I'm sure Coach K's got to be happy over here.
All right, Mike. Well, good luck. Enjoy the second half, and thanks for the update.
All right, you too, guys.
Take care, Mike.
See you, Mike. So that was our own Mike Alessio, who is in Leroy at the moment, and the Blue Devils up 23-10, and again, this is a Miners team that had a losing record in the regular season, but they beat Early College. Now they're playing Leroy. They're going to find themselves in the semifinals, on Wednesday night in Class B2 with a good chance to return to the Blue Cross Arena for the second time in 3 years.
Yeah, hopefully. I saw them play earlier this year against Newark when they pretty much manhandled Newark defensively. Coach K is going to put something together to put their team in the best possible position to win. If they buy into it, they can beat anybody in that class.
So Darren Miller does have 10 at the half, Griffin Heron with 6, Jake Smith with 3, and Mike Bogart, the freshman, with 4. As here in Waterloo, it's a 27-20 lead for the Geneva Panthers, and it's Akeem Hudson really doing the bulk of the scoring. He has 13 first half points. He had 6 in the first and 7 in the second, and he's tough to stop, and then he's got such a soft touch to finish.
There's mismatches, and credit Geneva for finding him. So he's not doing it on his own. He's getting shots in position, getting the ball in position where he can score. So that's part of the whole offense that Coach Miller's got there.
So Nick Askin also pitched in 3. Jagger Kerr with 6, Kyer Pereira with 2, and Reed Patchett with 3 points. For Waterloo, they've really mixed it up a bit. It's Julian Ruiz with 5 points, Mike Hubbard with 5 points, including that buzzer beater at the end of the half, Dylan McCann with 3, Kyle Saluka with 3, and Derek Saluka with just 1 point with those 2 fouls. If Waterloo is going to win this game, they're going to need Derek Saluka.
Absolutely. I expect him to have a big second half here. There's a huge run by Waterloo to close out the half. It was 11 points with 1:10 left, and they going down only 7. I got an update from Wayne. Wayne's up 28-18 at half.
Wow, that's great.
That's
against
big.
Monroe.
Yep.
I mean, nobody's got a tougher road to the Blue Cross than Wayne does in Class A too.
Right.
So that would be a great win if they're able to hold on.
Absolutely.
Here we got about 42 seconds left on the game clock. Again, some results from earlier today on the girls' side. Gananda, a winner. Marcus Whitman sees their season come to an end at the hands of Canisteo Greenwood. That's on the girls' side. East Rochester girls win. Red Jacket girls win. And Clyde Savannah's season comes to an end at the hands of Oakfield, Alabama. Newark beat Batavia 55-49 in a game you heard on FingerLakes1.com. The Penn Yan boys are up 12-8 against Attica in the other half of the P2 semifinal, and Greece Olympia leads Hornell 37-31 after 3 quarters.
I just got an update on the North Star game. With 4 minutes to go in the fourth, North Star was up by 10. They ended up losing by 6.
Wow, so Wilson ends that consecutive sectional title streak of North Star. It seemed like they've won what, 3 years in a row?
I think it's 3, yeah.
So North Star season comes to an end in Class A2, and here in Waterloo, we're just about ready for the second half as the ball is inbounded to start the second half to Liam Ryan. It's Geneva's ball moving to our right to left with a 7-point lead, and it's Reed Patchett with the ball on the right foul line extended now. Hands it off to Liam Ryan, who dumps it into Hakeem Hudson. 1 pump, and this time he can't finish. Too hard over the rim. Rebounded by Mike Hubbard. Hubbard, Saluka, Ruiz, and Kraft for Waterloo. And it's Ruiz with the ball, guarded by Liam Ryan. Gets it to Derek Saluka, now into the corner to Hubbard. Hubbard working off the Kraft pick. Now he takes a jumper from 18 feet, no good. Rebounded by Kraft, out to Kyle Saluka, wide open 3-pointer, yes! He doubles his total for the game. He now has 6, and it's a 4-point Geneva lead.
A 7-point run there. Great job by, who just got that rebound there to keep it alive?
Kraft, Joel Kraft,
yep.
Yeah. So now Geneva back to work. It's Akeem Hudson, top of the key, swings it to Jagger Kerr. Now inside to Reed Patchett, who finishes with the left hand up and over Joel Kraft. And Reed Patchett now has 5 points, 29-23.
The last 2 half-court sets they got the shots they wanted. That time Reed was able to knock it down.
Hubbard now in front of his own bench. Dribbles, stops, kicks it out to Julian Ruiz. Throws it way up to Derek Saluka, spins over Jagger Kerr, and it's an air ball. And now here comes Geneva the other way. Liam Ryan against Julian Ruiz. A little Euro step and can't finish at the rim, but rebounded and put back up in by Reed Patchett. Patchett has all 4 of Geneva's points.
Excellent hustle by Patchett that time, cleaning up the miss.
And now inside to Joel Kraft. He was open for a moment, goes reverse style, misses. Akeem Hudson just being there bothered him. And now Liam Ryan up ahead to Patchett. Lob pass, patience, reverse layup good by Reed Patchett. 6 points early in the third quarter. Reed Patchett now has 9, and Coach Pettifer has seen enough. Timeout, Waterloo.
Excellent job by Patchett running the floor. Down here trying to get a rebound. Had the run out. He was able to sprint the floor, clean up a miss, and then catch a pass from Liam Ryan.
10-point Panther lead, 33-23. Everything that they gave back at the end of the first half and very early in the second half, Geneva's got right back.
Yep.
Patchett with a great job of running the floor there.
And Ryan with a great job finding him.
Brad Van Dusen Photography offers family, senior, and wedding portraits, as well as specializing in photos of area student athletes. Book your appointment at bradvandusenphotography.com. And just down the street from our location here at Waterloo High School, Connie's Diner has the ambiance you will only find in a true diner. Check out their menu at connieswaterloo.com. Derek Sluka now set to inbound right next to Brian Miller on that Geneva bench. Throws it into Julian Ruiz. Waterloo could use a bucket here. Ruiz throws it back to Sluka, guarded by Jagger Kerr. Now out to the top of the key goes Sluka with the left hand, and he finds Kraft, but he couldn't hit it. Kicks it to Hubbard in the corner for 3, and that is no good, but the tip put back by Derek Sluka still doesn't go. Rebounded by Patchett, outlet to Ryan. Ryan up ahead to Hudson. Hudson underneath the basket, can't finish. He spun the wrong way. And now a turnover by Geneva, but it went by Waterloo off the leg of Patchett into Sluka's hands, and then into Kyle Saluka's hands, who buries a three-pointer. Wild sequence.
Geneva's got to find Kyle Saluka right now because he's starting to heat up.
33-26, 5:14 to go, third period. And now Parker Bossard finds Patchett, who had a wide-open baseline jumper, but he traveled.
Yep, that's a good call.
He knocked it down, but they had to wipe it off because he shuffled his feet as Dante Reed checks in for Kim Hudson. And, boy, great opportunity for Geneva to extend their lead. Hudson caught the ball in the fast break and then turned the wrong way. If he turned to his left, he had a wide-open left-handed layup. But now Sluka tries another 3, and that's off the mark. A little heat check maybe. That's Jagger Kerr with it now. Going straight to the foul line, leaving it for Bossard, who hands it off now to Liam Ryan. 4:48 to go, 33-26, Geneva leads. Bossard, top of the key, guarded by Sluka, kicks it over to Reed Patchett. He rises and fires from 17 feet and knocks it down. And Reed Patchett has 8 points, all of Geneva's points here in the third quarter. And Hubbard now takes it to the basket and gets it to go with the right hand, and he's fouled.
Nice take.
Geneva a little slow getting back that time. Mike Hubbard took advantage of it. And that foul was on Reed Patchett. That's his second. So Hubbard heads to the free throw line after scoring his 7th point, pulling his team back to within 7. This free throw could make it 6. And he knocks it down. 35-29, 4:29 to go, third period. Jim Sinicropi and Kevin Sharp with you here on FingerLakes1.com. Glad you could join us as Jagger Kerr now pulls up from the free throw line and rattles it home. He has 8 points. Lead back up to 8. Kyle Saluka up ahead to Joel Kraft now. Kraft drives against Dante Reed, kicks it out to Julian Ruiz. Ruiz holds it, drives right side, got himself in trouble, threw it away to Parker Bossard. Up ahead of the pack, he goes to Jagger Kerr, but not a great pass, and Waterloo's able to recover. But now Kerr again at the foul line. Back iron no good. Rebounded by Reed Patchett, who puts it home with the right hand and runs right into Derek Sluka and picked up his 3rd foul. Unintentionally. But, man, that was a heavy collision.
Sure was.
That's a tough way to pick up your 3rd foul.
Oh, boy.
And Coach Miller not happy. I think that's a situation where Sluka stepped kind of in. Patchett wasn't able to see him.
I didn't get a real good view of it, but there wasn't a whole lot there. I mean, he didn't have a chance to turn and run up the court. But that play down there where we just scored, Dante Reed did a fantastic job of keeping the ball alive, giving Reed an opportunity to score that.
And now referee Brett Harrison stops play momentarily. That is the 3rd foul on Reed Patchett. he takes a seat. He was on fire in this third quarter with 10 points so far, still 3:44 to go. And now Hubbard left open for three from the corner.
Wow.
Nothing but the bottom of the net for Mike Hubbard, who now has 11 points and the lead down to 7 again. Geneva working against that three-quarter court pressure. Way up ahead to Christian Tapscott, one dribble pump fake and left-handed layup.
Waterloo's got to do a better job of their court balance. So Geneva's getting too many easy shots in transition or against that press.
Now Kyle Saluka finds Ruiz, pump fake, now takes it to the hole, hangs in the air, and an offensive foul. It was Parker Bossard who stepped in front of Ruiz. And that'll be the third foul on Julian Ruiz here with 3:11 to go in the third period. 41-32 Geneva leads.
Really gutsy play by Bossard to step in there because he's already got 3 fouls himself. So I'd like seeing him get rewarded for that.
Now Bossard takes a seat. Nick Askin checks in. So it's Kerr, Reed, Tapscott, Askin, and Ryan. For Waterloo, it's Ruiz, Kyle Saluka, Derek Saluka, McCann, and Hubbard.
Oh, he got him. It's 4.
Oh boy, Julian Ruiz just picked up his 4th foul. On a reach. And that's a huge loss for Waterloo as Nick Champion's up off the bench. Ruiz, the primary ball handler. With 3:02 in the third period, he'll take a seat. And now Askin inbounds to Liam Ryan. Liam Ryan kicks it over to Tapscott and now finds Nick Askin to Dante Reed. And Dante Reed is fouled by Derek Saluka, reaching in. So now that's 3 fouls on Derek Saluka.
There's just no need to cover Reed that far from the basket. He's not really a threat out there.
Tough way to pick up your third. Inbounding now is Liam Ryan. He finds Nick Askin, who lets a 3-ball go short. Up for the rebounds, Dante Reed, and he's blocked from behind by Derek Saluka. Luckily, not Derek Saluka's 4th foul. It's out of bounds to Waterloo. So with 2:45 to go, it's 41-32 Panthers lead. Winner goes to the semifinals of Section 5 Class B1 tournament. The loser sees their season come to an end. Been a highly successful season for Waterloo, and it's Mike Hubbard now guarded by Christian Tapscott. Hubbard lost it for a second, tapped it out to Saluka. Corner 3 on the way and down. Buttons!
Huge game for Kyle. Huge third quarter for Kyle right now.
9 points in the third, 12 on the game. It's 6-point lead. Waterloo fighting back here with 2:12 to go in the third period. Reed Patchett remains on the bench with 3 fouls. Julian Ruiz on the bench for Waterloo with 4. And now Jagger Kerr with the left hand drives the left side and gets it to go off the glass. Strong take from Kerr. Lead back up to 8. Kyle Saluka now on the far side of the court. Finds Kyle McCann in the corner who misses. Dylan McCann missed a wide open 3. Coming the other way now is Nick Askin. And from behind, Derek Saluka's got to be careful. And it is a turnover. Champion to Derek Saluka, who streaks down the court and finishes with the left-handed layup off the glass. And just the first field goal of the ball game for the senior, Derek Saluka. It's a 6-point game with 1:26 to go. So that was a situation where Saluka could have easily picked up his 4th foul. Instead, got a run out on the other side. And oh boy, Tapscott threw it away to Kyle Saluka. Now it's a 2-on-2 fast break for Waterloo. Kick it back out to Champion. Now it's Derek Saluka. Wow. Deep 3 from Saluka. Can't get it to go. Dante Reed up for the rebound and a timeout, Coach Miller. So back and forth action.
Absolutely.
Doesn't feel like a 6-point lead is safe for anybody.
Right.
Wow.
To me, the difference is when Geneva's getting shots out of their offense, they're setting screens or constant movement. Waterloo, on the other hand, doesn't seem like they're running that many sets for anybody. It's more freelance, getting up and down the court. Not that one way is better than the other. It's just 2 different styles.
Yeah, these 2 teams do match up with a contrast of styles, makes it interesting. Right now, 43-37, Geneva leads with 1:05 to go in the third period. Jimmer's Auto on Fall Street in Seneca Falls offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for over 65 years, Wilson Press has been serving Central New York as a commercial printer with a full-service mail house. Get in touch with them online at wpress.com. So Geneva basketball, they come back with Askin, Pereira, Tapscott, Hudson, and Kerr. And it's Pereira with the ball, top of the key, leaves it up for Jagger Kerr, who finds Tapscott at the top of the key. Inside the block to Hudson. Pump fake against Saluka. Foul called. And that's going to be number 4 on Derek Saluka. And Saluka can't believe it. So with 49.8 seconds to go, Waterloo's top 2 scorers have 4 fouls, and Derek Saluka and Julian Ruiz. We'll see what Coach Pittifer does.
Wow.
Oh, and now referee Jim Wilson wants to come over and talk to Derek Saluka at midcourt, effectively stopping the game. And now Derek Saluka and Coach Pittifer having words. I think he's staying with Saluka with 4 fouls here with 49 seconds. So the senior stays on the court with 4 fouls as Akeem Hudson knocks down the first free throw, his first point of the second half, and extends Geneva's lead back to 7, 44-37. There's 49.8 to go in the third period here at the SPO Center in Waterloo. Second free throw from Hudson is up and good. And I'm shocked that Saluka's staying in here. 47 seconds left to go. He has the basketball, drives right into Hudson. No call, can't get it to go. And now Jagger Kerr with 40 seconds left gives it up to Pereira. About a 7-second differential between the shot and game clock. Into the corner, Jagger Kerr lofts it up to Hudson, spins, open layup, and he kisses it in with the left hand. And the lead back up to 10 now with 21 seconds left to go. Into the corner for Dylan McCann. 16 seconds. He probes the baseline, spins, and wild shot over Hudson. Not even close. And here comes Geneva the other way. They've got numbers. Tapscott, corner 3, pump fake by McCann, and lays it in with the left hand. Great finish from Christian Tapscott as the third quarter expires. And the Geneva bench erupts after 3 periods of play here. Your score, Geneva 49, Waterloo 37. 8 minutes more of basketball left here in the Section 5 Class B1 quarterfinal. You're going to want to keep it right here on Finger Lakes 1.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rob Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cram-tastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And welcome back. Fourth quarter action underway. Got an update from Leroy. Miner scores just 2 points in the third quarter as Julian Ruiz back in the game, drives and misses with the right hand, and now he's kind of walking back. Miner scored just 2 points in the entire third quarter, but they still lead 25-17 as the fourth quarter just underway. Man, what a low-scoring ball game in Leroy in the Class B2 semifinal. And now open for 3 is Nick Askin. That's no good. Nick Champion with a great rebound. Yeah, and he outlets it to Kyle Saluka. Waterloo needs some offense now. Trailing in this ball game by 8 with 7:27. Saluka lets a 3-ball go and he knocks it down. He lets it hang as he backpedals down court. And Kyle Saluka providing all of the second half offense for Waterloo, just a sophomore. Derek Saluka's start is still out there with those 4 fouls. He's guarding Akeem Hudson right now at the top of the key. A good 30 feet from the basket. Gives it to Christian Tapscott, who drives against Nick Champion. Tries a high layup off the glass. Misses, gets his own rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Oh, look, for next time Geneva's got the ball to put Hudson on the block.
And now Waterloo trails by 11, 6:50 to go. Sluka leaves it for Ruiz. Ruiz cross court to Champion, wide open three. Nick Champion, yes!
Oh my goodness.
What a great looking stroke from Champion. And now it's an 8-point game with 6:36 to go. Kaya Pereira, Nick Askin, Devontae Johnson, and a give and go for Pereira to Nick Askin results in a layup for Askin. Easy 2 points for Geneva, lead back to 10. As I was saying, Hudson, Askin, Pereira, Tapscott, and Johnson. Now Kyle Sluka has another three going, he hits it!
Wow.
Are you kidding me with this kid? 5 second half three-pointers from Kyle Sluka.
And that wasn't at the line, that was 5 feet past the line.
And we got a timeout Geneva, and yeah, I mean the Waterloo offense right now is just give it to Kyle Sluka, let him shoot up a three. I think Coach Miller is going to address that right now during this timeout.
So. Yep. Wow.
So Red's Place serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls, and every Wednesday is 60-cent wing night. And the most modern theater in the Finger Lakes is also the oldest in America. See what's playing at the Omen Theater at omentheater.com. Just looking for some more out-of-town scores here to pass along to you. So, you know, with that North Star loss, we see the end of Miles Brown's great career, the Section 5's all-time leading scorer. Certainly going to continue on at the next level, Division I level.
Right.
But what an amazing career he's had at North Star Christian.
Yeah, leading scorer in the history of Section 5 basketball. I mean, that's that's saying something right there. Plus, he's a class kid too, the way it seems.
So with 6:06 to go in this one here, it's Geneva with a 53-46 lead. Kyle Sluka keeping Waterloo in it. Derek Sluka with 4 fouls. Julian Ruiz with 4 fouls. They're both on the court along with Nick Champion, Mike Hubbard, and oh wow, a little high-low from Patchett, but Hudson missed it, but gets his own rebound, taps it in with the right hand, and Hakeem Hudson's big night continues. Lead back to 9. Kyle Sluka now into the lane, kicks it over to Nick Champion, leaves it for Ruiz. Way across court to Hubbard, wide open three, no good, but Kyle Sluka taps it back and misses. And the rebound by Liam Ryan, he went to turn up court, Julian Ruiz was right there. He tapped it away, and then Liam Ryan fouled him. Just the first foul on Liam Ryan. 5:32 now, 55-46. Derek Sluka inbounding underneath his own basket. Got to get it in. He does the Champion. Looks, sets, fires from three. Oh, can't get it to go off the front rim. And Hakeem Hudson comes down with the rebound now with 5:24 to go. Here comes Liam Ryan. And Geneva not going to be in too big of a hurry at this point. Reed Patchett back into the ball game now. And it's Nick Askin left open at the top of the key, and he knocks down a three-pointer. Askin not afraid to wiggle the fingers after a three. And now Nick Champion a little cross up, and he answers with a three of his own.
That was right in front of Waterloo's bench with Reed Patchett right in his face.
58-49, 4:48 to go in the ball game. Asking to the corner to Devontae Johnson. Johnson back up to Liam Ryan. Ryan to Patchett. Open 16-footer is good. And now Geneva calls another timeout as Reed Patchett just scored his 12th second half point. He's got 15 on the ball game.
Very nice stroke. I know he's getting looked at by some Division III schools, and to play at that level, you're going to have to be able to knock down that shot, and he's proven tonight that he can do that.
So 11-point lead back up. It's been Waterloo's dug into it, and Geneva's got it back up to 11 a few times this quarter. And with 4:37 to go, or this half, I should say, 4:37 to go in the fourth quarter, it's do or die time for Waterloo, and it's going to be tough. And actually, big update here from Class A2. Leadership is up by 12 points over East High, the number 1 seed in A2. So things are working out for Wayne.
The Wayne train.
Looking for the 3rd straight sectional title. We'd love to get an update from that game, actually, and see how they're doing against Monroe. They had the lead early. with 4 minutes left in that Minders-Leroy game. Minders up 29-19.
That'd be a huge win for the Finger Lakes East.
And here comes Derek Saluka, straight to the basket, but he's fouled by Devontae Johnson at the foul line as he drove to the left side of the lane. And Wayne is holding on to a 3-point lead after 3 quarters against Monroe in the Eagles' Nest up in Ontario. Here it's 60-49, 4:30 to go in the ball game. Waterloo basketball, and it's Derek Saluka spinning against Devontae Johnson and missing badly with the left hand, rebounded by Liam Ryan. And tough night for Derek Saluka, just 3 points here. Reed Patchett, foul line extended on the far side, finds Tapscott. He skips it over to Devontae Johnson, who finds Nick Askin in the lane, who now dribbles it out of the lane, back to the top of the key, dumps it into Tapscott, now out to Johnson. Johnson back to Tapscott, spins, and left-hander, no good. Long rebound corralled by Patchett, and he kicks it back out with 3:55 to go. Geneva will reset with a fresh shot clock. They're up 11.
That's a senior play right there, kicking it back out, run some more clock.
And now Ryan to Devontae Johnson. Tried to dump it in, but stolen by Mike Hubbard, but he threw it right back into Johnson, who was left with a clear lane to the basket, and he finishes with the left hand. 13-point lead for the Panthers. Kyle Saluka now straight to the basket, and he's fouled by Nick Askin.
Nice take.
Be the second foul on Askin. 3:27 to go. Big free throws coming up for Kyle Saluka. So this comeback season for this Waterloo Indian program, it's big-time jeopardy right here as Kyle Saluka misses the first of 2 free throws. As Jagger Kerr checks in for Devontae Johnson. Indians down 13 with 3:27 to go. Saluka's second free throw finds the bottom of the net. And the lead's down to 12, and then we got a little token pressure from Waterloo. They're backing off now with 3:21 to go. As Liam Ryan is going to milk the clock a bit. Kicks it over to Kerr.
2-3 zone now, it looks like.
Doesn't make a lot of sense. Patchett out to Ryan. Ryan now skips it over the head of Nick Askin and out of bounds. I mean, if Waterloo's going to get in a zone at this point, then Geneva should just pass it around the perimeter and,
Right.
So, anyways, it's Waterloo basketball. They're down 12. We're inside of 3 minutes now, fourth quarter. Nick Champion with the basketball guarded by Tapscott. Step back three-pointer is well short. And into the hands of Liam Ryan. And I don't know, Sharpie, it's starting to feel like this game's over. Right now, now here comes a little trap from Waterloo. Liam Ryan dribbles out of it and finds Tapscott underneath, and it's blocked by Champion, but a foul called, so free throws coming for Christian Tapscott.
Yeah, it doesn't look good here for Waterloo.
And so as Tapscott heads to the line, we're kind of winding down this quarterfinal round that's been happening the past 3 days here across the Wayne Finger Lakes. And Tapscott misses the first. And it sets the stage, Sharpie, for next week's semifinal action, which is one of the most exciting weeks of the season, if you ask me, because you get a lot of doubleheaders. So we mentioned we're going to be at the C1 doubleheader with Whitman and Gananda and CG Finney and Avon. In Victor, as Tapscott makes the second, and that'll be Monday. And then Wednesday night, we're going to be at the B1 boys final with Newark in the winner of this game, as Derek Saluka drove to the basket, blocked by Reed Patchett, came down with it, but his foot was out of bounds. And with 2:28 to go, the Panthers lead by 13. Still not much pressure full court from Waterloo, just a little token pressure as they get it across easily. But Kyle Saluka almost knocked it away from Tapscott from behind, but into the hands of Kerr. Kerr double team, picked up his dribble, and we got another timeout, Geneva.
It was a great timeout by Coach Miller. And I'm sure he's going to talk to him in here about score and clock, and let's make sure we spread the floor. make Waterloo guard the whole half court.
Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations in Waterloo, Geneva, and Del Lago Resort. Order online at Cicinos.com. And Sharpie, we got to pick our Cicino's player of the game here. Assuming that Geneva can hold on to this. It's a tough decision, I think. Hudson and Patchett have really had great games. Patchett with a huge third quarter. We're looking at Jeremy Hunt. He likes Hudson. Well, there you go. Let's let Jeremy pick it. Well, Hudson honestly has really been, the difference early in this game, and he's backed it up with a solid second half too. He
has. He has played a great game. I mean, the jab that Coach Miller's gotten out of both Patchett and Hudson today, if they can continue on, they're going to be a tough out for anybody. Those twin towers inside are very tough to guard.
And if they hold on here, they'll await the winner of the number 1 seed Greece Odyssey and the 8 seed Livonia game. Actually, that game is probably concluded as that tipped off at 5. Have been waiting for a report from that one.
Oh, Patchett's open.
And they find Patchett off the inbounds. He stops and gets it stripped by Derek Sluka. So with 2:10 to go, up ahead goes the basketball to Ruiz, knocked out of bounds by Liam Ryan.
Another great hustle play by Ryan.
And Hudson now checks out of the ball game as Tapscott checks back in. 2:08 to go, 63-50. Panthers lead. Ball in the hands of Kyle Saluka. He's had the hot hand, and he's working against Nick Askin. And a little fadeaway at the foul line's no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Waterloo. Seems like Waterloo's just waiting for someone to, make some shots here. As Julian Ruiz has it, working off a Derek Saluka pick. Picks up his dribble and throws it way up top to Kyle Saluka. Kyle now working against Askin, drives to the basket and scoops it up and in with the right hand.
Nice take. He's shown me a lot here last couple of trips up the floor, being able to go to his left.
Huge second half by Kyle Saluka. Now some pressure from Waterloo, and it's stolen. Ruiz to Kyle Saluka, almost a backcourt, no call. Up ahead to Derek Saluka, finishes with the left hand. A little mini run by the Indians with 1:27 to go. It's 63-54, more full court pressure as Kyle Saluka fouls Liam Ryan. Maybe not the one you want to foul, but.
Well, they're not shooting yet.
Oh, yeah, it's only 16 fouls. So they'll inbound it again here. 1:23 to go. 9-point lead for the Panthers. It's Askin. Looking for Ryan. Can't find anybody. Finds Kerr now. And Kerr streaks across midcourt. And now he wisely pulls it back out with 1:17 to go. And Ruiz just picked up his 5th foul. And just a junior. He'll be coming out of this game. He'll be back next year. As Coach Pittifer coming back with Dylan McCann. And so with 1:16 to go, it's a 9-point Geneva lead. Free throws coming for Geneva. Jagger Kerr to the line. Kerr with 10 points on the ball game thus far.
Yeah, they're going to let the guy shoot the foul shot, and Ruiz is still on the floor.
Okay, now they got it squared away. So Kerr makes the first. 64-54, 10-point lead with 1:16 to go. And I think reality's starting to set in for the Indians faithful on the end of a really exciting season for the program. As Kerr makes the second free throw, makes the lead 11 again. Derek Sluka with the basketball. Maybe the last minute in his career. Lets a 3-ball go. Does not go down. Rebounded by Nick Askin, and he's fouled by Mike Hubbard. With 1:04 to go. And I think, Derek's going to be pretty disappointed when he looks back at this one. He got an early foul trouble, never got it going offensively. He has 5 points in the game here, well below his season average. His brother Kyle has been doing the bulk of the scoring here in the second half for Waterloo.
Tough way to go out, but he's had a great 2.5 years on the varsity here. I really liked watching him play.
Askin makes the front end of the 1-and-1. Yeah, Kyle Saluka here with 18 second-half points, 21 in the ball game. But, man, he just exploded. But there was Geneva always had an answer. Second free throw is good. Dante Reed checks in for Christian Tapscott now. 67-54 with 1:04 to go. Derek Saluka with the basketball in his left hand, coming up the left side of the court, across half court, and into the corner. Nick Champion lets a 3-ball go, and that's no good. Kyle Saluka up for the rebound to his brother Derek, lets a 3-ball go with the left hand, that's no good. Rebound, Dante Reed. Liam Ryan now fouled by Derek Saluka, and that's it for Derek Saluka. As he takes a seat, that'll be the last time we see Derek in a Waterloo Indian basketball jersey. Solid career for Derek. Had a great football season as quarterback of the football team, and now his basketball career coming to an end here with 47 seconds to go in this final period.
I think he can definitely play basketball at the Division III level. Everything I've seen, he's strong, he's tall, he can shoot it. His basketball days aren't done.
And now Geneva, both teams actually clearing the bench now. For Waterloo, Nash Ridley checking in, along with Christian Mattoon. As Hubbard checks out, Hubbard had a great game for the Indians. And then for Geneva, Dugan Doblin checking in, along with Luke Lawson, a couple of juniors. Nick Champion takes a seat for Waterloo. And now Liam Ryan misses the front end of the free throw. Rebounded by Dante Reed, though. He gets it to Luke Lawson. And that could just about do it. 38 seconds left to go. Ryan holds the ball top of the key. And now, travel. The ball went to the top of the key to Luke Lawson. Thought about taking a three, shuffled his feet. And now we have 29.5 left to go. The Geneva Panthers are going to advance to the Section 5 Class B1 semifinal, where they're going to be in the same gymnasium as Newark on Wednesday night, opposite sides of the brackets. The chance for a Finger Lakes East final at the Blue Cross Arena still alive, but the Panthers, is a long 3-ball from Nash Ridley, finds the bottom of the net with 13 seconds to go. It's a 10-point Geneva lead. Yeah, Geneva's going to take on Greece Odyssey, the #1 seed. And with 3 seconds, that will about do it. Your final score, Geneva 67, Waterloo 57. The Panthers advance to the semifinal round of the Class B1 playoffs. Waterloo's season comes to an end. A pretty successful season for Coach Pittifer and the Indians. And once again, your final score, Geneva 67, Waterloo 57. Bill Cram Chevrolet, our post-game show coming up right after this.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Little John Orthodontics, Marshall Exteriors, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Stever's Garage, The Omen Theater, Red's Place, Wilson Press, Connie's Diner, the Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings, the Downtown Deli, and FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our trucking deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 tri-bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes.
You're good, okay. And welcome back, everybody. Once again, your final score: Geneva 67, Waterloo 57. And team, you guys are going to the semifinal round here in B1, where it looks like you'll probably face Greece Odyssey, the top seed. Playing this Waterloo team for the third time. You beat them the first time, second time, heartbreaking loss. But how much did this win mean to you and the guys here?
It surely means a lot. We really needed this win to boost our confidence a little bit. You know, we're going to face the defending champions. So this is a good little confidence boost going into that.
Now, I know in the beginning of the season you were down at a prep school in North Carolina. It was disappointing for all us basketball fans here in the Finger Lakes East, wanted to see you play your senior season. But you came back. It took a while to get eligible to play, and then you finally were able to start your season. And, just looking back on all that, how happy are you to be back in Geneva for your senior year?
Super happy, man. It was a bit of a trip. I had to wait a whole month or two to play. Even when I was down there, I had to wait a little bit because I was going through a little bit of health problems. But it felt great to come back, and knowing that we're a contender this year feels even better.
So talk about your team going forward now. 1 win away from the Blue Cross Arena, 2 wins away from your first sectional title for the school since 2014. Talk about the guys on your team and the faith you have in each other and the stuff that Coach Miller does to get you guys ready to play.
I have faith in every single last one of our teammates. All of us off the bench can do anything that the players that are starting is capable of doing. So we don't like to divvy it up at all. We just expect anyone that comes off the bench to have the same energy and same skill, everything, same execution and all that.
Well, I don't want to keep you up here too long. I want you to get in the locker room and celebrate with your team, but congratulations, Kim, on a 19-point leading scorer in the ball game for Geneva. I think Kyle Saluka had 21 points to lead score for the game. But, yeah, man, he got hot, huh?
His shooting is crazy, man. He shoots the lights up.
But while he was shooting, and that was funny because that's when Reed Patchett got kind of hot. And, Reed had 10 points in the third quarter.
Straight.
Talk about that twosome between you and Reed, the big guys inside. And then Dante comes in to give you a rest and had some great defense.
If I'm slipping, I just know that they're gonna clean it up for me. That's all it is to it. If I'm in a funk, I know Reed's gonna pick it up. And if I get taken out, I know Dante's gonna come on the court. He's gonna play defense, he's gonna rebound, all that. He's gonna take care of business. So I'm not too worried about if I know that they got my back if I'm messing up.
Sure, absolutely, and a pretty convincing win. A great performance by the Panthers tonight. Keem, go in there, enjoy it with your team. We'll see you Wednesday night, okay?
Thank you. Yes, sir.
All right, man. Good game. So that was a Kim Hudson, our Giacchino's Pizzeria player of the game. We'll get Kevin Sharp back in here in a moment and run down the scoring for Geneva. It was a Kim Hudson with 19 leading the way, Jagger Kerr with 12, Reed Patchett with 15, 10 for Nick Askin, 2 for Devontae Johnson, 2 for Kaya Pereira, and 7 for Christian Tapscott. Almost forgot Christian down there. For Waterloo, it was Kyle Saluka with 21 points, 18 in the second half. Mike Hubbard pitched in with 11. Derek Saluka with 5, Julian Ruiz with 5, Nick Champion with 6, Dylan McCann with 3, and Nash Ridley with 3. Your final score, 67-57. And, Sharpie, I guess when you look at these numbers and you see, Akeem Hudson with 19 and Reed Patchett with 15, if we knew that going into this game, we probably would have predicted a Geneva win. But then you add on to that Derek Sluka with 5, Julian Ruiz with 5, and not the end of the career that Derek Sluka, wanted. But, looking at those numbers, no surprise Geneva was able to pull out the win.
No, not at all. What a great career Sluka's had. And a very excellent basketball player. But I think Geneva going forward is going to be very tough to beat. I got a update on the Odyssey game. Odyssey beat Livonia by 1. Livonia had a shot at the buzzer to win it.
Unbelievable, the 8 seed.
Right.
I was up here telling Kim to get ready for Odyssey, and they barely snuck by Livonia. You never know, right?
That's right.
Let me see if I can get one update from the last update from that Minders game. It is a final. Minders wins 38-27. So the Blue Devils advance to the semifinals with a win at Leroy. And we'll have more scores for you later on tonight at FingerLakes1.com. It's been a great day of high school basketball on our network. 2 o'clock, we saw Newark defeat Batavia 55-49. Then we brought the crew over here to Waterloo for this 10-point Geneva victory. And, now, like I said, we head into next week where we have semifinals on Monday and Wednesday, and then the finals on Friday and Saturday.
Great week of basketball. Really looking forward to it. Survive and advance, right?
Yeah, Survive and Advance Saturday is what we called it. So time to pack it up and head back. Again, full score report on Finger Lakes 1 later tonight. Tomorrow morning on FingerLakes1.com starting at 8 o'clock, we'll restream the Minders Waterloo girls game from Friday night. We'll follow that up with the Newark Batavia win at 10 o'clock. And then at noon, we'll restream with full video the game that you just listened to here on FL1 Radio. And Sharpie will... A lot of basketball left to go.
Really looking forward to it.
Some of the best. So for my broadcast partner, Kevin Sharp, and our ace cameraman, Jeremy Hunt, I'm Jim Sinicropi saying follow us along the road to the big house here at all sectional championships. By this time next week, we'll have awarded a bunch of sectional championships. So once again, your final score here from Waterloo. Geneva 67, Waterloo 57. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. Thanks for being with us.